What does being on top of the world mean to us today as Indians in 2022? Does it mean being plush and comfortable? Maybe it means being powerful and respected, or free and secure to travel and explore all the various flavors of our great nation, or maybe all of the above.
Every year on the Great India Drive, we go across the length and breadth of the country to find such stories of inspiration, and this time I might find myself at the foothills of the Himalayas in the flagship Hyundai Tucson, an SUV that's larger than life itself.
As we set rolling for the 6th edition of the Hyundai Great India Drive, the out-of-this-world beauty of Kashmir, juxtaposed with its sensitive borders and battle-worn history, I am compelled to think of these questions. Maybe through the drive in this capable and comfortable SUV, the Tucson, we may find our answers in peace. It promises to take us through amazing terrains, exploring the extremities of our nation, and later, in the second leg, we will also explore a totally different definition of being on top of the world. Flagged off from Srinagar, the capital of one of our northernmost states, we headed along National Highway number 1, so named for being our nation's northernmost east-west highway. Through the famed Zoji-La Pass, where tanks of the Indian Army surprised the enemy with one of the highest altitude tank battles back in 1948, it was mesmerizing to go back in time and imagine the inhospitable conditions under which our brave soldiers fought and secured our borders. We may not be in a battle tank cutting through ice, but the capable all-wheel drive system on the Hyundai Tucson made quick work of the tricky conditions of the famous pass, going up to 11,500 feet towards the location of another violent flare-up that took place relatively recently.
Now, war is never a good idea. However, sometimes you do get pushed into a corner and you need to fight back. The stories of inspiration from them are a life lesson for a lot of us.
Although we can't really compare a leisure drive in the flagship SUV of an international car maker, I could not but wonder how sometimes drivers are pushed into a corner by the elements, often making them give up on the journey and wait for better times. The snow mode of the Tucson made sure that the all-wheel drive could fight for grip it needed on the tricky surface and emerge victorious as we returned to Srinagar, ending the first leg of a Great India Drive. It was now time to head way down south to the great state of Maharashtra, where we continued our exploration of the nation, its beauty and its ultimate strength, its people.
After that amazing drive in this very capable Hyundai Tucson, for the next leg of the Hyundai Great India Drive, we want to take things up another level. So, I am back in Maharashtra, Navi Mumbai to be precise. I have Ashish, who will be taking over the SUV and taking things further. But I wonder where he's going to take it. So Ashish, what's the plan?
Well, Girish, it is really tough to match the scale and beauty of the northern borders anywhere around here. To take things up a notch from here, I have a little secret place that's stuck here in the Sahyadris and which also has a very special connection with the borders of India.
But I really wonder how you're going to do it, because the place I'm coming from has history as old as the Indian Republic itself.
So let me get onto the wheels and get back to you. As we head into the interiors of Maharashtra along highways, the luxurious Tucson is really in its own zone. With that massive engine and the very refined auto box, it is a breeze to drive despite its size. And I'm loving how I can just focus on the road and how the scenery just keeps changing continuously in our great country with every kilometer. So one of the great things about Hyundai Tucson, which I really like a lot, is the fact that it is as good on road as it is off-road. Apart from strong off-roading capabilities, the car also offers some very advanced safety features like the ADAS level 2 features. Things like lane departure warning or even blind spot warning. Also, something I really liked is the smart cruise control. Now in the vicinity of Srinagar in Satara district, we are exposed to a completely different kind of mountain, the Great Western Ghats, which run along almost the entire western coastline of the Indian subcontinent. Made of hard, black, volcanic rock, this range is more than twice as old in geological age as the Himalayas. Along the towering range of this part of Sahyadri, which joins Konkan with the mainland Maharashtra, we are here at Chalkewade Windmill Energy Project in Satara district. Developed along the plateau and powered by the strong gust of the Arabian Sea rising over the Sahyadri, this project has come up with the intention of generating clean and green renewable energy to light up the India of 21st century. Over the years, Chalkewade Windmill Project has also developed into some kind of a tourist spot, thanks in no small measures to the brilliant green hills, the deep valleys and the red soil around it. Now it is time to head on to this very special village that we have actually come here to visit. A village that has a very deep connection with the northern borders from where the Tucson has just come back. About 40 kilometers from Satara, we are entering into the small hamlet of Apshinge, a village that has made a huge contribution in terms of defense of our lands for over more than a century. Apshinge village is also called Apshinge military, owing to its great respectable tradition of churning out soldiers for the battlefront. Every home from the village has at least one member currently serving in the armed forces, and this has been an unbroken tradition. Soldiers from Apshinge have participated in every single war that the Republic of India has ever fought. In fact, the village was given the name Apshinge military by the British.
आमच्या गावात असा इतिहास आहे की पहिले विश्वयुद्ध सर्व याच्यात आमच्या गावातले जे सैनिक आहेत ते शहीद झालेले आहेत. आपशिंगे गावच्या रक्तातच मुलांच्यात एक आहे की देशासाठी काहीतरी करायचं. आमच्या गावचा इतिहास पहिला आहे कि प्रत्येक घरातली 2-2, 3-3 असे भरपूर योगी आहेत की आर्मीमध्ये राहायचं.
हमारा औरंगाबाद ये है ना, उसमें हम काम किया. औरंगाबाद उस यूनिट में हम काम किया 18 साल.
एक ही घर है लेकिन उनके 5 भाई थे. उनके बच्चे भी बहुत में 19 आदमी एक घर. आमच्या गावाची एक अनुवंशिकता अशी आहे की डिफेन्ससाठी मुलांना उत्सुकता असते आणि ते देशाची सेवा करायला कधीही तयार आहेत.
आपशिंगे गावाचं बॉर्डरशी नेहमी एक कनेक्शन जुळलेलं आहे आणि ते कधीच तुटू शकत नाही.
श्री छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज की
जय!
श्री छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज की जय!
Our final stop in this wild and beautiful Great Indian Drive is a karst plateau near Satara, known for its great flowering season. Through this entire drive, the Hyundai Tucson has been our cross-country travel partner and carrier, making the different journeys of exploration ever easier and fruitful. From snowy peaks to rocky mountains, from high passes to high plateaus, to the valleys and the plains, it has seen many of the amazing terrains that our country has to offer to travelers. But more importantly, it has provided the sturdiness and gumption one would expect from a drive that is great. So here we are in the middle of Sahyadri, signing off from Hyundai Great India Drive 2022, traveling from one corner to another corner of the country, exploring beautiful stories about defense and bravery that exist in every corner of this country we call India. Jai Hind.